Ms. Lundy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Lundy for the people. At this time, people waive any conflict between this court and the Office of Public Defender. We do not believe that any conflict exists. Make waive the avoidance called out.
All right. Ms. Perry.
Good morning. This is Public Defender Lauren Perry of the Public Defender's Office. Likewise, does not believe the conflict exists, but if one does, yes.
The court, for its part, does not believe there's conflict either in the Michigan court rules or the cases decided they're under. To the extent a conflict does exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. Court does call the case of the People's State of Michigan versus Nicholas Minahan.
Ashley Lundy for the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Oscar Rodriguez for the defendant.
Oh my
Walking up. I'm
Good
here
morning,
filling
Mr.
in just for today.
Just for the day. All right. Your name, sir?
Nicholas Minahan.
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for final settlement conference. People are able to proceed, and I understand that Mr. Minahan will need to retain new counsel. So I believe that.
And there it is, a classic adjournment move. Translation: the defendant needs time to get a new lawyer. In court world, this is like hitting the pause button on Netflix, except instead of popcorn, it comes with the stress of a looming trial date. Question for you. Do you think delays like this help the defense, or just drag out the inevitable?
I'll be requesting an adjournment for that purpose.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the court understands why. How long will it take you? I mean, my next dates are in April, so will that be enough time for you to secure an attorney?
Your Honor, as long as you could provide, I mean, would be amenable to us. We're trying to work it out.
Okay.
You know, so whatever is customary and the court can scratch out.
Jury final settlement conference will be adjourned to April 4th.
Yes.
April 4th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, will be set for April 7th, 2025 at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you. Good to see you, Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Rodolfo Reyes.
Ashley Lundy for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of, but not with, Mr. Reyes. Your Honor, I heard, my understanding is that Mr. Reyes unfortunately is in the custody of ICE. That is the explanation for his.
The defendant isn't here because he's in IC detention. That changes everything. Judges can't proceed without a defendant. So boom, case dismissed. Think about that. The immigration system just killed a criminal case before it ever hit trial. Justice system clash, anyone?
Failure to appear here today.
That's correct. That's my understanding as well, Your Honor. If the court would be willing to entertain defense counsel's motion when I say that I'm not able to proceed, the people would be okay with that, given that he is in ICE detention. There was not a writ done, it looks like, but same result.
Understood. So the people aren't ready to proceed.
Correct.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed. This case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Larry Evans.
Conrad Sewell on behalf of Pittsfield Council.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Evans, who is approaching the podium.
Penn State.
How you doing?
Penn State?
Oh no.
Penn State?
This work.
It's work?
Yeah, it's work. I use this working on the job.
They had a Maryland sweatshirt
I
you
can
can wear.
hate
Penn State?
I hate.
Your Honor,
Miss Pate, he gets nothing today. You know that. So go ahead. Well,
just don't lock him up.
We'll
Been a
go
great
through
client. Your Honor, today's the date and time set for final settlement conference. Mr. Evans will be entering a plea of no contest today as charged to the retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance, and he has signed an advice of rights form, which I have here.
Mr. Allen, can we state guys swore?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State
I
your name.
said Larry Evans.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township ordinance. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is a misdemeanor. Punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
All right. Two things about it I have to make sure that you understand. First of all, I have to make sure that you understand it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Here's a quick legal crash course. A no contest plea means the defendant isn't saying I did it, but they're not fighting it either. The court treats it just like a guilty plea for sentencing. It's basically the courtroom equivalent of saying, I'm not arguing with you, but I'm not admitting it either. Smart move if you're worried about being sued later.
The other thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Basically, no contest plea.
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading guilty,
No contest.
no contest, right? You understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of the trial. You understand by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, I am.
and of your own free will.
Yes, I am.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 24-14062. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based on a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Counsel, have I complied with the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
February 26th at 9 a.m.
February 26, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, if I may make one brief request, I do understand if he is referred to probation for the PSIR. I have briefly discussed this with Mr. Siller. There is no restitution at issue in this case. We would ask for immediate sentencing if the court would entertain that, but we do understand that that may not happen.
I'm not.
Understood,
All
Your
right.
Honor. Thank you.
It felt good denying something that somebody with a Penn State sweatshirt wanted.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Your bond will continue.
Okay.
Sir, probation is right down the hallway. Stop in, and that way they can start the process.
Okay. All right, then.
All right.
All right. Thank
You
you.
have a good day. Despite the shirt. All right. At some point, I'm going to let it go, but I don't know when. Court calls the case. People versus Adia Benton.
Ashley Lonnie Pativo.
Good morning, Honor. Charlotte Steffen on behalf of Ms. Benton.
She was hiding. Go ahead.
Your Honor, my client had intended to be here today. She had arranged transportation. The person who was going to drive her unexpectedly fell ill, is in the hospital. My client is trying to appear on Zoom today if Your Honor would allow her to.
Final settlement conference, I don't allow it. Are the people, what's the people's on this?
Leave it in the court's discretion.
Is she going to be able to get, I mean, I don't want to hold everybody up. She's supposed to be here because if she wants a jury, then we're going to have to.
I understand, Your Honor. It is my understanding that the people are not able to proceed in this case, so
That's correct.
we would have been moving for dismissal.
She needs to be here.
I understand, Your Honor, and she does apologize. Would Your Honor, be willing to give her another date?
Well, it wouldn't be till April. But yeah. Why is everybody giving me a hard time? Okay. Well,
The judge did not want to allow Zoom, but bent the rules this time. Judges walk a tightrope here. Keep cases moving, but also stick to courtroom standards. One small concession like this, and suddenly everyone's asking, why not me too? Sneaky precedent in the making.
I guess what I'll do, especially, I guess, given the circumstances. Can she get on Zoom?
I believe she's maybe in the waiting room.
She just got in?
Yeah.
Okay, let her in. I'll do it this time.
Thank you, Judge.
There. Okay, there she is.
Hello,
Hello, state your name.
Adia Benton.
In this matter, the people are unable to proceed.
That is correct, Your Honor. This time people are unable to proceed in this final settlement conference.
Move to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Now everybody's going to have a conference with Miss Stephens as to how they got the judge to do that. Today's 7th. Court does call the case of People versus Prince Rashawn Logan Cannon.
Ashley Long for the people.
Allison Castles on behalf of Mr. Logan Cannon is approaching to my right.
All right. Is that it for you, Mr. Tiller?
That's it. Have a good weekend.
You do the same, sir.
Prince Rashawn Logan Cannon.
All right.
Your Honor, today we are set for final settlement and people are unable to proceed.
And we would motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of the People versus Rochelle Ames.
Ashley Long for the people.
Carolyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Rachel Ames. Can you state your name?
Rachel Ames.
Now that's a sweatshirt. Like that other one. All right.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for a final settlement conference and 10 people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Herbert Isom.
Ashley Long for the people.
Kyle Bedell on behalf of Mr. X. Sorry, someone get up here, please introduce yourself to the court.
My name is Herbert Isom.
Your Honor, we are set today for a final settlement conference and 10 people are unable to proceed.
Defense moves for dismissal.
Oh, shoot. People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you. Wait, I think they're gonna call. Thank you, Judge.
Court calls the case of the People versus Kamara Houston.
Ashley Long for the people.
Kyle Bedell on behalf of Ms. Houston. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for settlement conference. It's here. I don't have an updated phone number for her. She was originally scheduled for final settlement conference in December. The court canceled that docket and set it for today. I'm asking due to the rescheduling, perhaps there was some confusion on her part. I got to at least make her just, we're asking for a dismissal regardless of the fact that she's not here.
That's all you got. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, got to make the record.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000.
Defendant doesn't show up. Judge drops the hammer. $25,000 bench warrant. That's serious cash. Here's why. A failure to appear isn't just skipping court. It's basically telling the judge, your order doesn't matter. And trust me, judges don't take kindly to that.
$1,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the People versus Star Boyette.
Ashley Lovett.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Star Boyette, who is approaching. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Star Boyette.
Thank you.
You're set this morning again for a final settlement conference. At this time, people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Cornell Bryant.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Bryant, who is approaching the podium.
Your name, sir?
Cornell Bryant.
Your Honor, again, we are set this morning for a final settlement. At this time, people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That is without prejudice
Thank you, Your Honor.
on defendant's motion.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Court calls the case of the People versus Jeroy Diggs.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Diggs. Mr. Diggs, please state your name.
Jeroy Diggs.
Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed on this final settlement conference.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Juwan Ellison.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Ellison, who is approaching the podium. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Good morning, J1 Ellison.
Your Honor, at this time, people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice on defendant's motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
No, he's good. I think our file isn't marked with everything, but. Court does call the case of the People versus John Hollingsworth.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Hollingsworth, who is approaching. Your name for the record, sir?
John Alexander Hollingsworth, third.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we are set this morning for final settlement. At this time, the people are unable to proceed.
Motion to dismiss.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That is without prejudice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're all set.
Court calls the case People versus Jeffrey Noel.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Noel. Mr. Noel, please state your name.
Jeffrey Noel.
Your Honor, we are set this morning for final settlement. At this time, the people are unable to proceed.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed.
Thank you.
That is without prejudice on defendant's motion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls the case of the People versus Aaron Piccini.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Piccini. Mr. Piccini, please state your name.
Aaron Piccini. He almost messed it up.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for final settlement. At this time, the people are unable to proceed.
Move to dismiss, Your Honor.
People being unable to proceed, this case is dismissed. That's without prejudice.
Thank you.
on defendant's
Thank you.
motion. Thank you. Court calls the case of the People versus Safaria Steele.
Ashley Lovett for the people.
Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of, but not with Ms. Steele. Your Honor, Ms. Steele, as of Wednesday, was absolutely planning on being here in person. She contacted me yesterday, then again this morning, stating that she would be unable to get here. So that is the explanation for her failure to appear. I would ask for an adjournment to the next final settlement conference date for the record. That is my only explanation, Your Honor.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set about $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege on that. This warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you. Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Tanae Wright.
Echelon for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Ms. Wright. Ms. Wright, please state your name. Tanae Wright.
Mayor, may counsel my approach?
Sure.
Thank you. Mayor, thank you so much for the bench conference. As indicated at the bench, the defense and the prosecution are both looking for an adjournment in this case to allow Ms. Wright to take our parenting class. And the people would have needed an adjournment for any sort of trial, as one of the witnesses is not available until after the end of March.
Got it. Okay. Correct, Ms. Perry.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Again, she's not saying anything. What's up?
Ms. Lonnie's just doing a great job, but yes, that's correct. I would join in the request for an adjournment of today.
I'll adjourn the matter April 4th, 2025 for jury final settlement conference. And jury trial, if necessary, would be jury selection, if necessary, would be April 7th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those persons are in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right.
Good.
Case People versus Melissa Floyd.
Echelon for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Floyd, who is approaching the podium. State your name for the record, ma'am.
Melissa Floyd.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is a resolution in this matter to which Ms. Floyd will be accepting responsibility for the civil infraction of no proof of insurance, and in exchange, the misdemeanor count will be dismissed.
That is correct, Your Honor. I'm looking for that PAC code, but that is an accurate reflection of our agreement.
All right.
I
155.
I actually told my husband told me, I said, if this is the worst thing I've ever been in front of Simpson for, well then this is the worst case I've ever been in front of you for, well then I'll take that.
7328 sub 1.
328.
Sub 1.
All right. And Ms. Floyd, do you admit do you admit responsibility to the fact that on August 24, 2024, Ellsworth Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that upon the request of a police officer, you were unable to provide proof of insurance?
Yes, I did.
All right. Court will accept that admission to that count. Count 1 is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What do we have a number?
155.
Fines and costs of $155. When can you pay that?
May I go on a gradual payment plan?
All right. I don't have a problem with that. When can you make your first payment? What are you proposing?
I'll drop like 20 today, 25 today,
All right.
by the end
You
of
get it.
today, 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll come back up here.
Okay. You get a check each month? Are you working or?
Yeah, I am a DoorDash delivery driver, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So it's not like 95, but
No.
I log on there when, yeah,
Okay. So you can get 25 today?
I can.
All right. 25 today. And then what I'll do is I'll just indicate 25 per month. So each month, at the beginning of the month, just pay it. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
This is civil one. I think the parties are
No,
talking.
this, the civil one, just. There, yeah.
Okay, but he's stuck in the world. He'd like to appear remotely.
He's stuck in room.
Otherwise, when I told him he needs to person, he said, "You're my left."
Burgess is in trouble now. What, do we know what's the people's position on that case, or?
There's an offer I was hoping to communicate to Mr. Bird.
Got it. Okay, all right. He's gonna need to be here. Okay, these folks need conferences.
Yes.
All right. They all. Wow. She said nothing before, and now she's talking up a storm. All right. All right. Why don't I start with the counsel on white? We'll talk it back, see where we are. Right. Court does recall the case of People versus Danae White.
Ashley Lonnie for the people.
Carolyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Danae White.
Danae, that's right.
Danae White.
Okay, what are we doing?
We are set today for a final settlement conference. The people would be able to proceed to trial. However, there is an offer outstanding that I believe the defendant is going to accept, which is to plead no contest as charged and receive sentencing under 4A. And further, will not be pursuing any alleged bond violations up into the date and time of this plea right now. Should there be any other violations, alleged violations of bond conditions of no contact, we do reserve the right to bring those forward at a later time.
And Your Honor, that is correct. And I do have the advice of rights information.
Hey, have her sworn.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name.
Danae White.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of domestic violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that
High stakes here. Domestic violence cases are emotionally charged and legally complex. Notice how carefully the judge is walking the defendant through her rights. That's because appeals often hinge on whether a plea was knowing and voluntary. If the judge rushes, the whole conviction could get tossed later.
it's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Two things about it I have to make sure that you understand it. First of all, it means that you're not desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea is potential civil liability. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So to that charge, ma'am, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
All right. You signed this advice of rights form. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding any of the rights contained therein?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights of that.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole? Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily? Is that a yes?
Yes.
I'm sorry. And of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
All right. The court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 25368. Any objection to the court having reviewed?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt. And also because of the plea offer, I will make a specific finding of guilt once the parties have indicated I've complied with the court rule. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
The people are satisfied and acknowledge the court has adjudicated the defendant guilty, so she is eligible for sentencing under 4A.
Correct.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea in this case. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Counsel, we were in the back discussing and reference to sentencing. I don't know if you had any additional time to think whether you wanted something closer or something
Farther out.
Further out, Your Honor.
further out. Okay. What would our accepting?
It would be March 3rd.
March 3rd. Give me, what's the one after that?
March 10th.
10, because of give me something later in March.
Either be March 17th or, no, March 31st.
March 31st. All right, let's do that. All right. Sentencing in this matter will be March 31st, 2025 at 1 p.m. All right. And with its conditions, we'll continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Young lady, on your way out, my probation department is down on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Okay, stop in there and make sure then start the process.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you.
Could we do a staggered leaving as well? Would that be possible? The victim is in the courthouse.
Okay, yes, so the victim may leave.
If we can go first, would that be okay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
The victim can leave, so you'll need to wait in the courtroom until we release you, okay?
Thank you so much. Your Honor.
All right, not a problem. Mr. Burgess, thank you for gracing us with your presence some hours late.
Sorry, Your Honor. I apologize to you and your state. That's fair. That's fair, Your Honor. I'll take it.
Oh, no, I had a whole lot more to say, but
No.
no, actually, I was not inconvenienced at all because I was here doing things. However, we only had one person brought up, and so it's inconvenience. My friends at the Washington County.
I apologize for the
Sheriff's Department,
inconvenience.
but particularly one of the individuals who is one of my favorite officers was inconvenienced by you showing up late.
Okay. Well, I apologize to him or her. I'm not sure.
To her,
Okay. Well, I apologize to her, Your Honor.
and she's angry.
Okay. Flowers?
She didn't like flowers.
Okay. Just let me know what I should send her, Your Honor.
Cash.
Certificate
She
or
likes cash.
yeah,
And-
cash. I can do cash, Judge.
And
You know I do criminal
that's okay.
defense.
No,
Yeah,
we,
fine.
and she's something else because she used to be my bailiff. So we given her your address. All right. Court does call the case.
Home or office, Judge?
No, it's home.
Okay.
Court does call the case of the people versus Michael Scott Russell.
Absolutely for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the Honorable Court, David Burgess on behalf of Mr. Michael Russell, who's to my right. Judge, I spoke with the prosecutor in this matter that people are going to amend the chart. Oh, sorry.
We're gonna add an added count too of no ops on
Thank you.
person and any misdemeanor, $100 fine, no points, 257-311. And in exchange for a plea to that added count, driving suspended second will be dismissed. I understand the defendant's likely timed out on that file, so I believe he's gonna be asking for a time served sentence. I think there's some mandatory fees.
Hold on. You're adding a count 3.
I meant 3, yep, because
Yeah.
one was dismissed at the prelim. I apologize, Your Honor. I forgot that it was,
Yeah, we
I
can.
apologize.
Okay.
I meant 3. Thank you, Your Honor.
And that's an accurate statement, Judge. My client does have approximately 8 months in the county jail, Judge, so he would be maxed out on the time on the no ops. I don't know if there are any mandatory fines and costs. You're going to ask, considering he's in the jail.
There will be, well, yeah, we'll deal with it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. We're ready to proceed.
Let's have him sworn.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Michael Scott Russell.
Driver's license suspended, 8 months in jail already served, and now a guilty plea. Look at how the defense spins it. Time served means he walks free without new jail time. Sometimes, winning in court isn't about proving innocence. It's about minimizing damage. Strategy over spectacle.
So Junior for the record.
Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of no valid operator's license on person. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Understanding that, still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
To that charge, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Understood, sir.
All right. Thank you. Excluded advisor rights. Since you're not having a trial, you're giving up certain rights. You're giving up your right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial or to have this court compel their attendance. You're giving up your right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You're also giving up your right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent, not have that silence used against you, and you're giving up your right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
I understand advice rights, sir.
All right. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
Not that I know, sir.
All right. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will,
My own free will, sir.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On March 17th, 2024, at the location of Gulfside and International, were you stopped by the police?
I was.
You were?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did they
Officer
re-
Lynch, sir.
All right. Did they request that you produce a driver's license?
They did.
And were you unable to give them a valid license?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 3. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
Other than the fact that, Your Honor, is somewhat indigent at this time, just due to the fact that he's been in the jail for 8 months. Judge asked to consider that in assessing whatever mandatory fines and costs are required.
And it's my understanding he's here on a writ and is going back to Livingston. I think he still has something going on up there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. It's a sentence of the court. State fees of $125. We're not coming after you whenever. I'm not going to even ask when you can pay that. And I'll order 90 days credit. 90
MCL
days.
78073 applicable in this matter?
Excuse me?
780.73,
Which portion of it?
which I get the credit for $5 applied towards fines, $5 each day incarcerated. Not
I am not imposing fines.
Okay, thanks, sir.
I impose
It's a mandatory.
state-
Okay,
state
mandatory
cost.
cost,
Mandatory
sir. Okay,
state
thank you.
fee.
Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
90 days